Yes, me. With current state of affairs, FIFA's doing very badly. People left, right, etc. calling out EA for what have they been doing. And yeah, I do agree with that. So I have made this documentary to explain my side on what I think is going on. I'm just going to be covering the basis of FIFA in general with a feature from ItzKbo or ItzKbo. And personal quotes from him. I couldn't include pictures of the quotes nor video because Chef actually isn't working, but it is him, and trust me, he's gonna share it on his YouTube channel. Yeah, this is the FIFA documentary.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. Derek Ray here in the commentary box, joined as always by former England defender Lee Dixon. Rivals match coming up for you. Every reason to believe this will be exciting, Lee.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Should be a good game, this one. I always wanted to start the game on the front foot.
Before we start, I just want to say do not send hate to anyone. Well, I'm not going to mention anyone in the video. Just don't mention hate to anyone who does not think that EA is doing a good job. After all, this and mine, ItzKbo, and the Reddit community's opinions are here. Keyword opinions. It's just our opinions, along with others who think that EA is not living up to FIFA's expectations of what FIFA should be about. So yeah.
Stop really for Ter Stegen.
So I thought for this to work out, I need to get a creator to join me on this documentary. So I had got a hold of ItzKbo. I'll put him on the screen now.
He's had one and he squandered it. Big
punched away. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. It's a weighted pass. Not to be this time. So a throw in here. Well, it is without question a very special day. This, his debut match. What ought we to expect from him today, Lee?
Well, he wants to impress, Derek, for sure. How does he do that? Well, by being dynamic, want the ball, demand the ball, run at the fullback, commit him, then end product, deliver.
My goodness, it looked as though he was clean through. And the referee, what will he do here? Well, you cannot put in an illegal challenge under those circumstances. Red card it is.
Well, he didn't even look for it, did he? He didn't wait for the ref.
Well, suffice it to say, that wasn't a high-quality free kick.
No, practice makes perfect. I think he's had a week off.
Ivan Rakitic. It's with Ruben Sobrino. Soldado. Can't get past Sergio Ramos.
He said, quote, I definitely say prefer classic games, which are classic FIFA 16 and earlier. I think FUT, which is FIFA Ultimate Team wise, it actually started to decline then, mainly because shifted focus trying to please the hardcore players of FUT champs, which caused a lot of people to take the game more seriously than play for fun. I think the only thing that's better on FIFA 21 is the new career mode features, which I've enjoyed. Can I just say, this is why I respect him so much. That is true, he's fully open with what he thinks. And yeah, I do fully agree with him on that. But after I said, yes, FIFA 21 is on the best voice good. And yes, EA try and make a hardcore player happen with FUT champs as well as PCs for really good players. Which a normal player who doesn't have hardcore, who just plays for fun, could do nothing but dream about having that card.
Carrasco. It's Torres now.
Next is
Just the challenge that was required.
I said, next question, have you seen any improvements in FIFA Ultimate Team in previous years? He says, quote, I think there has been some improvements, although I don't like division rivals compared to the old system. I like what it makes packs more accessible and skill point levels for better rewards has been lowered. I also think that moving sports challenges towards a zone-friendly mode has made rivals better. as well as being less people dropping down divisions for easy wins. Co-op was a good addition too. It brings something different and makes FIFA Ultimate Team more fun, although I think it should be expanded to draft and friendlies. There's been some good SPCs too, things like Showdown, although it's been very inconsistent. With that I do agree, but yeah, well there's no buts, I do agree with that. Although when I was playing FIFA 20, FIFA 19, I didn't play much Division Rivals. I was just in it for career mode. But coming from a person's aspect like him, I do trust him of what he is saying. And I know you're not supposed to say anything's true unless you've done it. I know that makes no sense, but I thought that. Yes, I did do some Division Rivals.
Offside anyway, albeit a tight one.
And yeah, I do think it is good. Only problem is, but matchmaking is not that good at all, because if you like have a low rating, then people can still be really good. I'm sorry if I was accidentally page 6, but I was actually about to say I'm sorry.
The pace really hurts defences. They've been electric when they've had the ball.
Alright, next I asked, what do you think about the discontent around FIFA? I usually see people coming out for FIFA mistakes for instant mistakes and antics. This is related to
an alert piece of defending.
Yeah, it's just related to FIFA in general. You said, quote, I think EA really needs better communication with the community as a starter. Your contact is through EA Direct FIFA on Twitter and by tweeting very automated and often disappoint. I do agree, that's not the rest of it, but I can already fully agree with that, because I've been on the EA live chat quite a bit, and yes, I do fully agree with that. Next he said,
So 2-0 now.
Right. Next he said, and often with the point, EA need to listen to the community more and perhaps bringing a good quality community manager like ItzKbo back in FIFA 16. He was good, he was very good, he's class. Would hope. Since then, everyone who represents FIFA to the community, especially Corey and Zara, has been very unprofessional. However, at this time I do think some content creators do look for smallest reasons to complain to EA. When I say smallest reasons to complain to EA, if there is a right and a wrong to it, a low one, like if you are looking for smallest reasons to complain to EA, then you are looking for mostly like lag or something that you can easily control, which yes, that's a small reason, but also reasons like accounts being hacked, account missing stuff, like technical bugs which are big, not just that. EA Live Chat also has a lot of hate over the years because they barely do anything about anything, even me from previous experience. Speaking of EA Live Chat, next question I asked was, what do you think about EA help and support system? Is the chat effective in any way?
And back in business, the Nutmegs dominating.
He said, quote, I've been on live chat a lot of times due to connects or objectives not working. Back in FIFA 17 and 18, I think the chat was a lot better, as the advisors had a lot more power over what they could do on your account. Grant footage on success, give packs, bring back lost players, etc. However, I now think those higher up of the company has removed this, which has made the chat useless. I also think that over time the employees have become worse. Some of them know nothing about the game and often make up, especially surrounding release days, to try and sound professional. I agree with this more than anything. I know I'm saying I agree with everything, but it is true. This one, yes, I've been on, when I say I've been on live chat a lot of times, that's also him saying it. Most people don't know what we're talking about. I do remember that I did ask that. I got a pack and I opened it and I got nothing from it. I literally got nothing from it. Nothing from, by what I mean is it wouldn't open. I tried it like 5-6 times, it wouldn't open, so I contacted EA asking them for it, and they just said give you card details, which no, I said no because I'm a minor and I don't have card details. So yeah, for next question I said anyway, moving on. This is where I had said that we badly my team to make a new one from scratch, which is choosing my new team. I bought Ultimate Edition when it came with 10 packs along with Beckham. I deleted my team because I thought that if I created a new team which I wanted to, I would give a packs and Beckham because I wanted to do a La Liga team which had Beckham in. I didn't give a packs of Beckham, I which I really hope, and said it was, although they wanted to give me stuff, kind of get them back. Yes, there's no problem with that. Yeah, I do realise that we're trying so simple bit, but real problem with that is when I tried to contact them, but most of the time didn't ask me for anything. I said, moving away a bit away from FIFA Ultimate Team, what do you think of FIFA career modes? They said, quote, they've definitely improved this year, but there's still a long way to go, especially with playing career mode. I think NBA and Madden do a much better job, as on FIFA there's nothing to do outside the games, whilst in these other franchises there's a lot of things that build your character, like tryouts, more manager discussions and sponsorships. With manager mode, I'm a big fan of the new sim system, and I think it is great that you can now develop players to play in different positions or ways. It gives a lot of more variety to the different saves. At the time, there's still simple improvements that could be made, like including youth team, staff and sponsorships. I also think that facing consequences for overspending on transfers should be a thing, but maybe can be turned off if you're not taking it too seriously or are new. Now with this, the reason I believe why FIFA Ultimate Team hasn't got those type of stuff is because EA was founded in America, if you didn't know, and football's not big, but not as big as basketball or the NFL in America. So I think that they're putting NFL and Madden as high priority because they know they'll get more sales, as I think majority of FIFA players are British or anywhere else in the world which are big on football.
Here it is now, the substitution. Well, not the best clearance.
Then I said that I think they should bring back request funds.
Can he take the chance?
And yeah.
Able to close down the
Next question. This is true. I think anyone watching this can agree on this. Do you agree with the hate EA again from pro clubs because nothing has changed in years? You said quote, 100%. It's a great mode that EA has neglected for years. It has so much potential, especially as there are no licensing issues around what you can do with your club. Things like custom stadiums and a better skill progression system are simple things, but personally I think pro clubs would be much suited to having a mode like neighborhood in NBA. I personally think that pro clubs should be their main focus. As EA's main goal at the moment is going to be the esports side of the game, I think pro clubs would be much more entertaining thing to watch in vote tournaments. Vote tournaments is just the same every time. You have the same, sometimes have the same teams. Like, if fight same teams, different players, the real players would defeat that because those different players would have similar but different ranges of skill, which would make the game much more exciting than your normal vote tournaments team anyone would use.
And the advantage accrues to the
Next question. Have you seen any improvements in FIFA Ultimate Team from the previous years? He said, quote, I think there's been some improvements. Although I don't like Div Rivals compared to the old system, I like it that it makes packs more accessible and that the skill points thing for better rewards has been lowered. I also think that moving swap challenges to its own friendly mode has made rivals better, as well as less people dropping divisions for easier wins. Co-op was a good addition too. It brings something different and makes FIFA Ultimate Team more fun, although I think it should be expanded to its dropping friendlies. There has been some good SVCs too, things like Showdown, although this has been very inconsistent. The SVCs, yes, they've been inconsistent, also that it does cost a hell lot to get a special card. Like for Frank Ribery SBC, it was really expensive. Then next I asked, final question, what do you think EA will fix due for FIFA 22? We'll predict. He said, quote, honestly, don't think that too much will be fixed at all. Will be fixed, but new exploits will arise. I think unfortunately EA might try one of these final pushes to make people play the ultimate, making improvements for that. Hopefully they want to change protocols, but that's unlikely. I think we will get a few minor features in fun career mode. Mechanics wise, I don't think there's too much to change unless we finally get rid of a Frostbite engine. Likely some mechanics will be just renamed to make them seem better. He also said that he has a wish for cross-platforming would be allowed, which I agree. I've wanted to play cross-platform against people for so long. But that's the end of it. Then I said thanks for the interview. So yeah, I'll link him in the description. I'll link his social in the description. So yeah, go follow, subscribe to him. So, yeah.
And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest.
As I just explained, yes, that was his views and opinions, which I do agree with. I think that no wonder he's popular and renowned in the FIFA community because he is straight facts. He has facts and improves facts he backs it with others, and he knows what people want in FIFA, which is just great, as people like him could be critical to getting FIFA to listen to the community, because it's just like the EA FIFA community has just no power against FIFA Ultimate Team, Pro Clubs, Co-ops. It's only towards career mode, which for a long time needed fixing. So yeah, FIFA Reddit. I'm looking at rants. I have to. Arkham Jack says I have to give props to where it stood. Aside from late patch with an updated build, I was enjoying FIFA 20 beta. I just went back to playing FIFA 19 because I've been itching. My goodness. A new ball physics that make a huge difference. Where 19 everything was much a straight line. Even post match for tackling was miles better than 19. Player movement improved post match, but game feel became 19 arcade. Passing is insane about how many times you've had a simple basket of way back to the midfield for no reason. Through balls, whether was in addition with inconsistent power for the most attack way up, but 19 you put a through ball heading in to the box is almost guaranteed to be in the goalkeeper's hands. Now this was some FIFA 20. The reason why I am bringing this up is because I've seen some discussions on YouTube about people saying well FIFA 19 is better than FIFA 21, and I just want to say I think that is on the career mode side of things. I think that just only applies for career mode, and yeah, I think that's just why. I think they mean like in general FIFA Ultimate Team is better than FIFA 21 with 21 and 20. And I need to be honest, with the state of FIFA 21 and the skill gap between the attackers and the defenders, because it's so hard to defend, because all the attackers are just very good. Like you have Werner, who's like around 80 shot and 91 pace, a striker. That is true. I do feel like FIFA 19 might not be as good, but it might be as good, if not better or worse than FIFA 21 gameplay. Next one, I am by no means terrible at FIFA, but I have found with this game it's impossible to defend 9% of the time, and the gameplay is just ridiculously inconsistent. I'm doing a career on legendary mode, and the AI are just stupidly good, especially the Champions League, League 1 teams. It can be easier to score or annoyingly difficult because the AI block interception nearly every final pass or shot on goal. That's the same case for pro clubs, alright? All pro clubs needs to do something about it. If that is true, it is the same with pro clubs. When I have to defend the myth, the midfield is non-existent when defending. They let people run past them if you're not controlling them, and the AI team abuse drag back ball rolls while making your players turn into morons. Goalkeepers have no arms. I've had at least 10 shots on target and scored 1 or 2 goals, while the AI have like 2 shots on target and score each. One, I try and jockey when it comes to defending a winger attacker, and the AI know what I'm doing, so they end up going backwards or passing to a player making a run, but none of your players are tracking, and your defense just won't do anything and move away for no reason, creating spaces for them to exploit. Don't get me started on over-tackling in this game. The amount of times I've tackled a player on the attack and the ball just magnetises to them or goes to one of the supporting players. I've enjoyed the other aspects of this game, like with transfers and development plans, training, lecture, but this gameplay wise makes me want to put my head through a wall. Now, this was about career mode, and it does show that the career mode gameplay is similar to pro clubs, and it needs to be done about it. Give pro clubs some fixing, as well as maybe career mode, because if it is legendary, then it is to be had, but if it's like that, then no. And yeah, what is it? I am agreeing with most of these things because I'm backing these because they are true and they have people who experience the same to back it. Another Reddit post. I hate it so much when EA makes meta players good, like my god. What other game creates certain characters or parts of the game that's better than others, and I hate it even more when people use these better characters in heavily competitive game modes. Can I just say, well, for this person, I don't know what to say to this. Parts of the game was better than others. I thought I meant players, alright. I was just going to say that if it were players, then yes, the players are better than each other, like in real life. But it says like create aspects of the game or parts of the game that's better than others. And yeah, I do agree with that. As ItzKbo said, Pro Clubs does have a lot of potential, yet it's been ignored by FIFA for multiple years now. And career mode, it's been updated, but there's a little bit too much going into it. But I want to use time to start investing on what really matters, because as he also said, the just the EA security system, just other stuff like that. And oh god, it might take me a long time to say. Every year I look forward to the stupid thing of kicking a virtual football, but every year I get so sad to see that foot mode. Not because you have to do it in caution and give no little, I can't say that word, about modes, but because almost every game I play I have domination over possession. Let's just say at least 65% rock up again. This is an example. 12 shots on goal where the Pope is something like something amazing save. Like this going, then here we go. I'm pretty confident defending and usually don't give opposition many chances. You have a 2 shot on goal, they probably can roll by like Alisson, Donnarumma, you name it, and I lose. Usually can be someone I just say you suck phenomenally in the weekend league. I finished G2, but it feels I could, it might even should push higher if you want to do things like pace abusing and good goalkeepers, letting wide shots go through. But also, when we come to pace abuse, everyone is using. Why does everyone do this? Is it really because it's fine, the easiest way to play? I mean, I've tried it, but for the love of God, I can't find it. Front over R2 button, sprint in a straight line, press like there's no tomorrow. Every stamina, and still every stamina left by the end of the game. Come from side and pass them from box to every time. This is what I mean by you say come up with the same teams every time. Because Premier League just have a lot of fast players in position. Like if you have defenders, they have Fofana, who is future stars. They have Joe Gomez, Kyle Walker, along with Ruben Semedo. But also some very pacey attackers like Mora, Son, Aubameyang. But also some pace midfielders who I don't know. But I can guarantee that. For next, it says all of a sudden, a dude that passes and actually tries to shoot some different times appears. So wow, this game is so freaking great. What a match we had, shots from different angles. Some passes in the box, such as for a header. You name it, and once they're getting hooked, just go back to facing a replica of the lost pace team I met. And that is why I hate myself on this game. For the longing players that play football and not cheap like anyone else struck me and to foot. I agree with that. Now, here is my thoughts. What I think is, although I've agreed with much, I do think that co-ops, yeah, they've got some love. Career mode too. I just think that a lot of potential should go to pro clubs. Like it said, so much potential, and EA just ignoring it. EA needs to calm down on releasing too many cards, because if they're gonna make new type of cards every week, then no one's gonna have money to afford that. Well, no, well, yeah, they will have money to afford it, but no one want to buy a pack a week inconsistently without a small chance, an even lower than that chance, like a very small chance of getting what you want. Like you can, like Team of the, well, what's an example? Yeah, right. Like Future Stars, there was a very low chance you'd get someone a Future Star from one of those packs, and it's not guaranteed to be a high rated. No, all of the cards, of rating cards of Future Stars, are all combined into one. Are all combined into one pack if you get one in a pack, where it's just randomized and pick one of them random. And it's why that it's so low to get, because you can get anyone from it, and that is not good, because they should raise the chances of getting one, but when you get one they should lower the chances of how good that is. That would most likely fix it, as well as career mode. They should fix where it just takes weeks for player to train. Well, not weeks, like years. Cause like normally, if like a player's bad form, then it takes 6 years for a player to train to a different position. How can like 3 bad games end up 6 years of training worth? Like what? Pro clubs also need some love, as I said. And yeah, this is the end of the documentary. I hope you enjoyed this. Please go follow ItzKbo. I don't know, but yeah, goodbye. And yeah, come on, let's just pray for a better FIFA next.